Well, Mega Man's 25th anniversary is fast approaching, so I thought it would be appropriate to discuss the Blue Bomber and Capcom's treatment of him in recent years. Mega Man is one of Capcom's most popular franchises, so it seems strange to me that they would kill him off. Heck, I would even go so far as to say that Capcom wouldn't have made it big as a game developer if it wasn't for Mega Man. While I understand the cancellation of the X series due to the massive drop in quality after a few entries and being carried over to the PS1, it seems unlikely to me that Capcom would kill off Mega Man as a whole. What is Capcom doing for Mega Man's 25th anniversary, you ask? Why, what else but make a social game for the iPhone? It just really strikes me as strange that Capcom is killing off Mega Man, despite the massive potential to milk the hell out of him, considering Capcom seems to love doing that, what with Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and of course, Street Fighter 4 3D. The main numbered entries into the Mega Man Classic series might be safe, considering it's only been 2 years since Mega Man 10, but what about the spin-offs that people actually care about, unlike Star Force and Battle Network? Mega Man Universe was cancelled despite having some promise, although some people are, understandably so, sick of 2D Mega Man. However, I think what pissed people off the most was the cancellation of Mega Man Legends 3. Not only is Capcom treating their intellectual property like crap, but now their fans. Hundreds of Mega Man Legends fans put in countless pieces of concept art and character designs for the Mega Man Legends 3 project Capcom hosted to get more fans involved. Hundreds of people's hours of sweat, blood, and tears that went into working on stuff for this game just vanished when this game was cancelled. And then Capcom had the audacity to say fans weren't quite involved enough. I don't understand why people still support this stupid company when they treat their fan base like they're nothing to them. Ugh, whatever, Capcom, just go back to making 5 of the same fighting game. I don't even care anymore. Considering the creator and director of Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, has left Capcom, it seems unlikely that Mega Man will ever return. Pretty much all of Capcom's talent is leaving, which is why you see so much milking of their old franchises, but eventually the cow is gonna run dry. Also, Zero from Mega Man X appears as a playable character in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, with X appearing as an alternate costume for him. And that's it. Apparently Mega Man wasn't in UMVC 3 because he's too limiting. I guess he wasn't too limiting back in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right, Capcom? Right? Well, it seems as though the fate of the Blue Bomber is quite a bleak one. On a side note, I'm honestly in disbelief that Capcom seems to be hanging Nintendo out to dry once again. Back in the 8 and 16-bit era, Capcom stuck with Nintendo, but when the PS1 came around, Capcom jumped on it. And then we got bad Mega Man X games because of this. Remember 2001 to 2008? Capcom was afraid of making fighting games, another quote-unquote bread and butter of theirs, because fighting games were declining in general. But in 2008, they released Topical vs. Capcom on the Wii. Why? Not because Capcom just loves Nintendo again, but because they were simply testing how receptive the market would be to fighting games, and Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was a huge success, so Capcom would make fighting games for Nintendo, right? You know, just like Street Fighter 2, right? Right? No, of course not. Street Fighter 4 and its bazillion repackagings were released on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Same with Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh, but wasn't Street Fighter 4 also on the 3DS? True, but it's far inferior to the console versions, and it feels like Capcom made it just to say, look, we can do 3D, we're modern now, right? Oh, and by the way, Mega Man Legends 3 was set to be on the 3DS. Besides the recent douchebaggery of Capcom, there was the Capcom 5. Basically, Capcom made an agreement with Nintendo to release 5 games exclusively to the GameCube in order to boost its sales. One was a shooter called Dead Phoenix that was ultimately scrapped. Then there was Killer 7, which sold poorly but got Suda51 noticed enough for him to go on to make No More Heroes and Lollipop Chainsaw. However, Killer 7 was ported to the PlayStation 2. Then there was PN03, an average sci-fi shooter. Then there was Beautiful Joe, a cult classic. However, Capcom said, F it, let's put it on the PS2 as well. Then there was the big game out of this bunch, Shinji Mikami's Resident Evil 4. Now, Capcom had every intention of keeping it GameCube exclusive, but it sold so well they ported it to the PlayStation 2. Are you some kind of elitist or something? You might be thinking. The answer is no. My point is that Capcom was trying to help Nintendo, but wound up getting greedy and porting Resi 4 to everything. Now it's on GameCube, PS2, Wii, Xbox 360, PS3, and even iOS devices. I don't blame Nintendo for being pissed at Capcom for a while because of this. At the end of the day, Capcom is just another selfish company in the gaming industry. Apologies for going severely off topic, but I really felt the need to say this. Well hey, if you enjoyed this video, why not click any of the annotations on screen to be taken to my channel, or go to my other videos. And why not subscribe while you're at it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.